everybody, and welcome to Craig Duswalt's Rock Your Life TV series, where we interview amazing business leaders and innovative entrepreneurs. I am your guest host, Dean Cain. That's my name. I'm sitting here today with the lovely Leslie Nardini. Hello. We called each other and decided to wear similar colors. She's wearing the Superman blue, and I appreciate that. And we are here today to talk about, let me just make sure I say this correctly.
Yes, sir.
Grown up sexy.
That's it.
Bingo. Okay, now we have your attention, and you absolutely have mine. So please tell our viewers a little bit about Grown Up Sexy.
I would love to. So I am a professional speaker and author, and my main program is called Grown Up Sexy. It is for women in the second half of life. That's where I'm focused right now.
Now.
Well, you know, here's what's funny. It's focused there, and that's my demographic. But I have a lot of guys who say, "Hey, what about me?" and couples and that kind of thing. So
just about to ask that.
Yeah, we're going to add that later on. But right now, my program is specifically for women, second half of life, who may have lost their sparkle or passion for life, passion for work,
passion for their partner,
passion for partners. Yeah, so it's about helping them to feel great about the way they look, have their emotional, things in order.
So can I just one quick? You said second half of life, so I just want to get the age. Is there an age break where it becomes second half of life?
40 and up is where I'm focused. Yeah. Well,
just only because that means I'm in my second half of life by a decade.
Well, me too. So.
Okay. All right. So 40 and up is considered second half of life, and I imagine, because I'm a man, I'm not allowed to come in there yet. Not yet until you open it up to others. It's a seminar. There's seminars, and I imagine when you're focusing on the women, obviously as a male partner, I would benefit if my lady friend were there, because hopefully that's going to make her feel more grown-up sexy. Can you explain to me a little bit of grown-up sexy? Maybe give me an anecdote or a story of how that would work, and keep it. This is the kids out there.
Yes, that's it. Well, so the grown-up part really is about, I hear so many people in my age range. I'm 56 years old now, so I hear.
Wait a minute.
Truly.
Really?
And I'm grown-up sexy.
You are grown up. You're 56 years old.
Yes, I am.
I'm younger than you.
Well, yes, you are.
All right. I didn't think I was, so that's incredible for starters. Sorry, I had to just pause everything there.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So the thing, when I hit 50, I started hearing people around me in my age range and friends start using the word old on themselves. Oh, I feel so old. And every time here's the thing, they would say, I feel so old, and I would see their posture change even. Oh, I have this creak, and it sucks getting old, and all those phrases, and I'm like, oh, la, 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 I don't want to hear that. I use
a couple of them, sorry.
Don't stop doing that.
No, I'm stopping right now.
Stop, because really what we speak into existence, what our life is about, right? So if that's where we're focused, then you start acting old, behaving old.
Looking old,
feeling old, losing that luster for life. And that absolutely does not have to be the way it is. I know people in their 80s who are so vibrant and attractive and still have that joie de vivre, whatever you want to call it. But
joie de vivre.
Joie de vivre.
Those Frenchies. I want to be one of those people too.
What it's all about.
I imagine some of the people out there want to be that too. So I've heard. Obviously you hear a lot about being sexy or feeling sexy. Again, I've seen there's books and things out there. How is your seminar different than, say, reading a book or doing something like that?
So I started my speaking business years back as an image consultant, just helping people with the outside packaging. And so I do some of that, yes. But what I found when I was working with people on getting the packaging in order is if the inside didn't match up to it, they would easily go back to their old habits and even the way they sit and stand. So it's like, okay, I'm wearing a nice dress and my hair is fixed, but I don't feel it.
And I'll tell you what, when you're looking at someone like that, you can see it too. Yeah.
So I'm really helping people from the inside out to feel good about who they are, to get rid of limiting beliefs, to shed old programming that weighs them down. And so one of my seminars recently that I did, I do a 10-minute, one of the exercises, a 10-minute exercise to help people really to gain new perspective on problems. And I joke and say, do you want me to help you get rid of all your problems? And everybody says, of course, yes.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to say yes.
Okay. So there's a process we go through in 10 minutes, and this woman stood up at the end of the process, and she was in tears. She had everybody else in the room in tears, and she said, this one exercise, I still get emotional thinking about it. This one exercise literally is going to change my life. Because she says, I felt buried alive from things that she had in her house that was like filling her house, physically filling her house from when her mother passed away, and all of her mother's belongings
and
had been
things.
moved into her house, and she emotionally couldn't get rid of them.
And she was kind of hoarding them in a sense,
Yes.
and it felt like a hoarded house, if you will. Is that at work?
Exactly.
Is it, maybe it wasn't
She
hoarding,
said it
but
was.
Okay, yeah.
It was affecting her marriage, her life, and she said, this is giving me new life. So it's like, is that about sexy? Well, how can you possibly feel sexy and vibrant and full of life if you're buried under things? So it's like a whole from inside out, helping people feel great about themselves, yes, the way they look, and being able to create the life that they really want so that they're living it fully.
You didn't just say to her, garage sale.
Right.
Just sell all the stuff, sell mom stuff and it's gone. Obviously, no, it's a whole, I'm kidding, it's a bigger thing than that. That's really interesting, and it's very catchy to say grown-up sexy.
Yeah.
Because I immediately was like, grown-up sexy? I got to know what that is, and that's very cool.
Yeah.
Like, are you sort of the only game out there in the grown-up sexy world, or is there a...
I have not found anything else that's like what I do. I really haven't, so...
So in like couples seminars and things of that nature aren't anywhere near what you're...
Not that I have found, yeah. So what I have is unique, and it is that package yourself for success. I mean, it can help people be more successful in business because they're more attractive, more fun to be around. They exude that confidence that people like being around.
You know, there's a thing, you know, when you take a picture, someone takes a photo, they say, what's your good side? And I always joke, and I say my good side's my inside.
Oh,
but
I like that.
You can, if she uses that in the book, then you'll know that I gave it to her. Just all I want is a little
Dean
footnote.
Cain said.
But that's true, though.
Yes,
I think that is true.
that.
And I can see that in a person when I'm talking to them.
Right.
Somebody may look really good. I've seen a lot of pretty girls talk themselves ugly real fast, and I've seen the opposite happen.
Yeah.
And I do believe that beauty comes from the inside. So that's a very, very, very cool thing.
Yeah.
So if you're not a lot of people out there competing with you in this world, which is great. We're going to get to how people can talk to you at the very end, so I won't get to that now.
Yeah.
But is there any bits of advice that you've gotten throughout your life that stick with you? I ask this because my father gives me tremendous advice. I'm a father myself, and I try to give good nuggets to my son. Sometimes he'll respond and sort of give them back to me. So that tells me I've done something right.
Yes, right.
Is there any sort of advice that you've received throughout your life that sticks with you now and has been a guiding principle?
You know, it's funny you say your dad, because I go straight to my dad and the advice my dad gave me. And one of the many nuggets that he taught me, and that I still to this day, he always said, no matter how people are behaving, always respond with kindness. Or he'd say, kill them with kindness. And first of all...
Boy, that's hard to do sometimes.
It sure is. It really is. But he said, he said, take the high road. When you respond in kindness, first of all, it throws people off if they're being mean. And it really does diffuse what's going on with them. It's a way of maybe touching them or planting a seed for them that maybe later on in their life they become kinder to someone else. So I live by that principle all the time, and sometimes it's hard, true, but it gets me through a lot, and it's a big part of my business and what I do, and it's why I have a lot of really loyal clients and customers. So
maybe a possible example of that, what you were just talking about. Sometimes I'm in a really good mood, and you say you're driving your car, zipping along. I've been in that really good mood. Somebody's come by, and they flip me the bird, and I just go, hey.
Wave, right? Or go like this.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't do that one. What does that mean?
Peace sign.
Peace. Oh, see, I don't know what the hip kids are doing these days. I just don't know. All right, there's a game we play here, and if you'll indulge me,
love it.
We'll play a game.
Okay.
It's called the Rockstar Rapid Response.
I love it.
So I'm going to ask you questions, about 11, exactly 11.
Okay.
And you just give a one-word answer.
Got
if you can contain it to one. Most of our guests don't say one-word answers, and we're going to test you. There's always a couple that just sort of get 2 or 3 words, but we'll see what happens. And I'll start it with this. Who is your favorite band?
It's a tie between Led Zeppelin and the Eagles.
See, that's like 7 words.
I know.
That's 7 words. I like both those bands, so you're okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite song?
Hotel California.
Great. Goes to the Eagles. Bing.
Bing.
Favorite movie?
Love Actually.
Love. You didn't even pause with that one. You just crushed that one.
Love that.
I've got to see it. I haven't seen it.
Love it.
I taped it. I have it.
Fantastic.
It's there. Morning or night person?
I'm the president of the Night Owls Club, so I'm a night person.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I thought that seems a little more grown-up sexy anyway.
Right?
This one's weird. It's not my question, but I have to ask it.
Okay.
Where would you go if you were invisible?
I'm telling you, it'd be very interesting to be invisible in the White House right now.
That's the White House. The White House again.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of words for the one word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Okay. Favorite food?
Italian.
Biggest fear?
Something terrible happening to my children.
That I hear you there 100%. Any particular word you love?
Awesome.
Any particular word you hate?
Hate.
Hate is a good one to hate. I agree with you there. Awesome. That's a good word. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most cool, how cool are you?
It's kind of obvious.
I don't know. It's just kind of hot.
Is it possible to say 11?
You can say
All
11.
right, there we go.
Happens to be my favorite number. Thank you
Okay.
very much. And lastly, if you had to, with one word, just one word, explain yourself, what word would that be?
Optimistic.
That is a great word. That's perfect. That's a great word. My dad always called me eternal optimist, so
Yeah,
I embrace that as I would want to embrace you.
It's my
and you're
superpower.
grown up sexy. It's a good superpower.
I call it my superpower.
That's
See? Optimism.
something's happening here.
Right?
You see it out there? And something's happening here. All right. So if people want to get in touch with you and learn how to be grown up sexy, right now it's only the ladies, but it might be us men someday
It
soon.
will be. It will be.
Will be. Good.
Yes.
Perfect. How do we do so?
So my website is leslienardini.com, and it's spelled LesleyNardini. And if you
.com.
forget, though, I have Leslie Nardini because everybody spells it wrong. So
And she's got all the Nardinis locked up.
got the Nardinis,
I don't
and
even know what that
alternatively,
means.
Grown Up Sexy Event.
GrownUpSexyEvent.com.
.com.
Check it out. We're going to get grown up sexy right now. We'll be back after these messages.
All right.